Plaintiff Monica Luking is suing her former friend, Doug Robson, for unpaid credit card bills. Monica says she believes Doug has a drinking problem, which Doug firmly denies and says Monica always had a crush on him. But when he found out she was controlling, Doug decided he wasn't interested.
Okay, Monica Luking is suing her former friend Doug Robson for unpaid credit card bills. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Monica, how did you meet the defendant?
I met him in 2003 through his sister. And we then developed a friendship after that. We hung out, we shot pool. I believe at that time he did have a crush on me and was kind of
Did you have a crush on her?
I liked her a little. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
But we got over that and...
Who's we, you or him?
Well, he did.
It was
got over
mutual.
it. Yeah.
It was mutual. So how long did you, like each other?
Well, I didn't actually like him. He was my really good friend's brother.
So why didn't you go out with her?
We didn't want to go out with just the two of us.
Oh, so you were three of you going out?
Yeah.
You never went out alone with him?
No.
She never went out alone with you?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's been irresponsible in the past. I did recently realize that he's been sued before and didn't know this at the time. I realized it was a big mistake to have lent him the money. He also drinks a lot more than I thought he did. And I feel like he might have a drinking problem.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Not at all. Not at all.
Why is she saying that?
Defamation of character.
You going to sue her now?
I'm not going to sue her.
Why do you think he has a drinking problem?
I realize he drinks every week.
That's a drinking problem?
I think it is. Because they've had to pull the car over so he could vomit after he'd gone out drinking.
Who's they?
The people he was riding
Drinking
with. Yeah.
Is he driving while he's drinking?
That I'm not sure.
So you don't know?
I don't know for sure, no.
Good.
But
They have to pull the car over for you to vomit?
Not
when you
me,
go out
my
drinking?
brother.
Why, you have a twin brother?
No, not at all. I don't vomit. Come on. When I drink, I don't get that inebriated to vomit.
Do you get a hangover?
Not at all.
Oh, come on.
I swear to you, not at all.
You never had a hangover?
Not at all.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I feel that he's irresponsible.
Okay.
I don't think he's realized that he's ruined our friendship. And I think he thinks it's a joke.
Defendant Doug Robson denies owing his former friend the full amount she is suing for and believes she's only suing because she had a crush on him and Doug wasn't interested.
How was it that you came to loan him money?
In May of 2006, I was at his sister's house, and he had an apartment, and he said, I need a computer. Everything's on the internet, and he really needed this computer. He said Best Buy is offering no interest for a year, and he had bad credit and wasn't able to obtain it himself.
Was he working at the time?
Yes, and I knew he had a stable job. He seemed to be responsible to me at the time. And we'd lent each other, $20 here and there, so I figured he'd be responsible and pay the
So how
card.
much money are we talking about?
It was originally $1,200 for the computer, but that was if he paid it off in 1 year. At 1 year's time, he had not paid it off, and they added interest on for the whole year.
And how much was that?
The ending balance was $1,500.
So does he come to you and ask you for money?
He was making the payments himself, directly to the credit card. Every month, he was paying the minimum payment. And I said, it's never going to be paid off in a year with the minimum payment. He said, well, I'm getting my tax return in February. I'll pay it off with that. He never did. I realized 1 month that he paid it late.
But what is the agreement?
The agreement was that he was to pay the card,
What card?
the Best Buy credit card.
That
I got
is
for
in
him.
your name?
Yes.
Do you have anything in writing reflecting that?
Yes.
Okay, let's see it.
This is the final bill. And then my bank statement showing that I paid it.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Okay. 1558.78. 1558.78. Online payment. Where's your agreement with him, Monica?
We did not have an agreement in writing. It was a verbal agreement.
Tell
And
me what is said.
What was said was he had paid the card late one time. He had also missed one
What
payment.
card?
The Best Buy credit card.
That's in your name?
Yes.
You got to tell me, how is it that you, Monica, what conversation did you have with the defendant where he says, I need a credit card, I've got bad credit, can you get one for me? In which case you then say, okay, I will get one for you if you pay X, Y, or Z. Tell me, what's the conversation?
Our conversation was that he would pay the monthly payments on the credit card if I got one in my name for him.
Did you say to him, wait a minute, you have a sister, your friend there. Why did you get the money from your sister? What makes you think that a $20 back and forth is going to be sufficient for a guy with bad credit to pay you $1,200, now $1,500?
Yes. I assumed and I thought he was responsible and I thought he would pay the card on time every month.
But why are you doing it instead of his sister?
I knew she didn't have the financial means or the credit to help him out.
So you're just a nice person?
Yes.
Did you agree to pay the card?
Can I start from the beginning? I can?
Halfway.
Halfway? Basically, I'm talking about the whole part where we almost dated.
Okay.
It was mutual. She did like me. And she liked me. At least that's what my sister told me. Why would she bring me out to meet Monica, to go out with Monica? So we never went out alone. And basically, you know, it wasn't just her that decided not to date me. It was me too, because...
All right, so it's mutual.
Personally, she's a nice girl, but there's something wrong upstairs. She doesn't have it. You know.
Why? Because she loaned you the money without getting an agreement?
This was before that. I went out for my 30th birthday with Rob, the R.O.B.
Are you Rob?
Yes.
That's Rob. That's her husband.
Step up. Oh, you're the husband?
Yeah.
So you're pals with him?
Was.
Okay. Is there a story on the 30th birthday?
That's where I met my wife.
Oh.
The R.O.B. That's where the R.O.B. met his wife. That's what he calls himself.
The R.O.B. Okay. Yes. All right. Do you want to say anything? No, you're just here.
I'm just here.
Thank you. Sit down.
Thank you.
Okay. So keep going, Doug.
Basically, I thought we were friends. You know, I don't really make that much money. And
you're not making any points now.
I'm going to get to the whole issue. You know, I don't make that much money, and this whole situation.
So why are you buying this computer?
So I can do online stuff, you know. Well, that's what, you know, there's an array of stuff I can look up, you know, online. I can pay bills online, stuff like that.
But you're not paying your bill.
Well, I was paying bills. I was paying the bill.
Keep going.
Well, you know, ever since they got married and everything, you know, we were friends and stuff, and then this whole situation, you know, it ruins friendships. I understand that. This whole situation does. But, you know, we go out to parties and stuff, and Monica can't even really talk to me, you know, without bringing the situation up. And if we're at a party, it's not the time to do it. You know, it'll ruin friendships with other people because they shouldn't get involved.
No, it ruins your reputation with other people.
That's not even the situation. I just didn't want no one else to get involved in this whole situation.
So why don't you pay her and shut her up?
I don't have money. That's the thing.
But you're working.
I have hand-me-down furniture that my parents gave to me.
So what?
You know, I don't have. I didn't buy none. It's not
so
like I'm going out and
you know what?
money.
Sell the computer.
I don't have money coming out my wazoo.
What
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Don't get mad. Oh, dear.
Defendant Doug Robson denies owing his former friend the full amount she is suing for and believes she's only suing because she had a crush on him and Doug wasn't interested.
He told me he got a roommate to help subsidize his bills so he could afford to pay me. He also told me a different month that he cut his cable off so he would have extra money to pay me.
Has he paid you anything?
No. The only time he gave me any money was in July of 2007. I paid the monthly payment for him of $117 because he didn't have the money and he paid it late and there was late fees and I didn't want my credit wrecked. He did pay me back the next week in cash.
Good.
And then in August, I had gotten a bonus. I'm a registered nurse, so I had gotten a bonus for retention bonus, which was about how much was owed on the computer. I said, I can pay this off for you now so you don't have to worry about paying on time if you can pay me back. What type of plan would you like? He said, I can afford to give you at least $100 a month, maybe more, but at least $100. And that was in August of 2007.
You haven't seen anything?
No.
Do you have any excuse for not paying her?
I'm broke.
You're working.
still broke. I have bills and stuff that I got to
Well,
get
what
to.
bills take priority over the bill of a friend who lent her name and her whole credit reputation to allow you to get something that you really didn't need?
My home, my electric, you know.
I had a baby in May 29th of this year.
Congratulations.
And I was off work for 6 weeks. And he knew this. And I was really hurting at the time. And he didn't make forth an effort in that period of time when I was off work, which that really upset us.
Did you get him a baby gift, Doug?
No, I actually did not.
Okay, that's it. This is very fundamental contract law. The plaintiff made a decision to allow the defendant to use her credit card. The defendant agrees he's going to pay her back. Now, what they don't realize right in the beginning is that it helped me out a great deal when they both said they really didn't like each other and they really didn't date. And so we cannot possibly misinterpret this as a gift. It's clearly a loan because they really don't like each other anyway. You see? So the plaintiff is entitled to $1,558 that the defendant owes her for the computer that she was kind enough to allow the defendant to use her credit card to buy. And if you bought them a baby gift, maybe you wouldn't be here today. Verdict for the plaintiff.